Hey there. So before I start the main subject of my video today, I want to show you guys a couple of postcard souvenirs I got from the Masters Drawing exhibition happening at the Ashmolean Museum at the moment here in Oxford. Um, what it is you've got a number of great artists of the past, such as Michelangelo, Ruskin, Dürer, Blake. You've got them all here at the second in the Masters Drawing exhibition. A lot of their works, and it's just been fantastic going and seeing them. And I want to show you a couple of the images, for example, that are here in the exhibition at the moment. So you've got this image by an artist called Anthony Gromley, and it's called Learning to Be. Now, as you can see from the start, it's a very dark and stark image. It's black. It's eerie almost. It's quite. When I was looking at it, when it was surrounded by all these portraits and nature drawings, it stood out quite significantly to me. It created a feeling of slight unease. It reminds me of Slender Man or a number of other horror figures. But at the same time, because it was quite unique in its tone and simplicity, I actually found I quite liked it. And it's almost the complete opposite of the next card I have, which was by John Ruskin, and that is his woodpecker piece. Now, you can see why I say it's quite opposite. Not only the fact that it's colourful, but the fact it's, as complex as the other image was simplistic. And I really like these two, and they should be going up on my wall somewhere. I haven't quite decided where I'm going to put these yet. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of white behind me, so I should break it up a bit with a few images here and there. But anyway, the main subject of my video today is monster romance. Why? Why on earth is there such a thing as monster romance? So, it'd be wrong to say that Twilight really started off the monster romance genre. There's been plenty of examples in the last few decades of monster romance. Rather, one could say that Twilight reignited the popularity within the mainstream for monster romance. And so you have to look right back into the past to see where it started off. I would say the first real bodies of literature that we saw of human monster romance was coming from ancient Greece, when you had humans falling in love with monsters and producing monster offspring with them. Or you had gods, divinities, taking on monster or creature form, and monsters coming from their unions through that. But it was powerful stuff. And what I noticed is the sheer fact that it's the popularity of the monster genre has spiraled so far out of control. We're getting really weird results now. So going back to Twilight, you've had Twilight, and you've had numerous parodies and clones coming from Twilight. You've had the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Academies, numerous independent vampire werewolf fictional works. What you've now seen is the zombie romance genre. Unfortunately, with the popularity of zombies, someone was going to eventually get in their heads to make a genre like this. You've had the first major film release of zombie romance, which was Warm Bodies, a film based on the novel of the same name. I'm laying money on this now that we're going to see ghost romance really come back into play now. It's one of the main horror cliches, like vampires, werewolves, zombies, ghosts. As ghosts is one of the main horror cliches that haven't actually been reused yet. So God knows, heaven forbid, what's going to happen with that. Uh, um, and I suppose so going back into it, I have to ask why. Why on earth are so many people so obsessed with monster romance? And so, the fact is, these things, these creatures, as you will, could kill you. Don't buy into this whole, beautified vampire nonsense. The whole werewolves tortured misunderstood souls or anything like that. zombies are only like they are because they've been inflicted by a nasty virus. No. If you look at the main body of literature before the entire nonsense of Twilight came out, vampires are always dark. They're always nasty creatures. There's the whole thing about vampires sparkling in the sun, about being ethically beautiful. That was complete fabrications of the old mythology that Myers just made up for itself. I haven't actually mentioned 50 Shades of Grey yet, which I think actually I should mention as a parody of Twilight. It's kind of going off on a tangent because it's more kind of sadomasochistic parody rather than a monster genre parody, but I suppose you can still classify it as monster in a different regard. And I mean, why? These are nasty creatures that could kill you. I mean, they're as likely to kiss you as to rip your neck out at the end of the day. Werewolves will. It's well known that in the literature and the lore, that when werewolves turn, they lose their minds and become bestial. And I mean, on all the acts they commit, vampires killing humans to feed on them, committing dark and dangerous rites, zombies being walking, shambling corpses. I mean, what is it about monster romance that makes people really buy into it? Now, there's a couple of reasons for this. I think the main reason that really captures people's attention, which they would argue, in favour of monster romance, is the fact that they would like to say love conquers all. At the end of the day, love can cross any boundary. Love can overcome any obstacle, and that is literally what they would say. Other reasons they would give is, again, these are just poor misunderstood souls that are looking for love, and it touches these characters' hearts. They want to say that love. They want to say that they've managed to touch these creatures' hearts when everyone else has failed. Oh, they want to say that no matter how bestial someone is they can still, reach out for them and give them a better life. And hopefully, save them from whatever curse or affliction they have. But you've got to understand at the end of the day, vampires are vampires. They'll feed on humans. Zombies are dead. I think that's the other main thing that really mystifies me about the whole monster romance thing, is that normal taboos in society, bestiality, werewolves, necrophilia, zombies, and massive age gaps. I mean, Bella was 19 in Twilight, and Edward was over 100 years old. Normal taboos in normal society are being completely ignored within these books, and there's no defense given. They just are not thought about, and it mystifies me. I suppose because I look at it in quite a sensible, objective mindset, unlike these people that read these genres. So honestly, it mystifies me why these people defend this literature. So I suppose from my point of view, I quite like romance that is soft, that is gentle. It can be passionate at the end of the day. I'm not saying it's not passionate. I love passion, and I think when you start adding way too much angst, way too much drama, that you threaten to have really bad romance at the end of the day. It makes you, and when you get, romance where, there's a dark and dangerous situation, you end up wondering to yourself, why isn't, these people so obsessed with being with this one person, despite the fact they could potentially not only endanger themselves, but their families, the people around them and such. In a way, seeing it like Twilight, where Bella, decided to really never see her mother again, see her friends again, see not other parts of her family except her dad, who sussed out her secret and stuff like that, just to be with Edward, it's really selfish. And there is quite a bit of self-centeredness within the monster romance genre. And well, to be honest, most teen romances these days of two souls and they want to be together no matter what. And I think that's what really gets me. It's not just the angst and these people whining to each other constantly about, you know, failing to be together. It's a sheer bloody minded fact that they want to be together regardless of no matter what else happens. The world could burn and crash it for all they care. As long as they are together and survive it, then they will be true to one another forever. So anyway, that was just my video about my mystification about monster romance and just my points on it. I will bring you more vids soon. I may even do some dramatic readings, to be honest. It'll be fun to mock the monster romance genre a bit more. Okay, talk to you soon.